evening, diehards. So, I have for you an original fable by me. The Goblin.
Talking to the microphone.
The Goblin who changed. So, as you all might know, goblins, as a rule, are short, weak, dirty, violent, and fairly stupid. Now, the god of goblins is Goblin, and he is just as dirty and violent and stupid as the rest, but much bigger and stronger. Now, once a goblin mother prayed to Gorum, and asked him to give her a child. She had had many children, but they had all died to starvation, to disease, and to the violence of beasts and humans. Gorum heard her prayer and granted her wish, and she, in 9 weeks' time, had a fine young son whom she named Negrum. Now, Negrum, as he grew, was everything she had been promised. He was strong. He was powerful, like no goblin before him. And, unexpectedly, he was smarter than any goblin before him, clever and cunning. By the time he had attained his full growth, Negrum had defeated any rival in the tribe and became their leader. It would have been nice if his mother could have lived to see it. Then he led the tribe out to the hunt, and they slew many beasts and ate well. He even led them in battle against the humans, the villagers of the surrounding area. And they caused so much consternation that Negrum created something the goblins had never seen before, a treaty. This was an agreement where the goblins would no longer attack the villagers, and the villagers would give them gold and food. Thanks to this treaty, the goblins grew very fat and lazy. They were content and happy. Negrum was not happy. He did all the work. He did not enjoy the spoils. He wanted the other goblins to grow strong and smart so that they could share in the burdens, but they never did. So he prayed to Gorum, please make the other goblins stronger and smarter like me so that we can grow and expand and seek more, want more. Gorum refused. He said, if the goblins are happy, I don't need to change anything. You're doing fine. So Negrum went back to the goblins and said, please pray with me. Tell Gorum that you are not happy, that you want more, that we could have more. And the goblins laughed and ate and said, you're doing fine. Don't worry about it. So Gorum cursed the goblins. Negrum cursed the goblins, and then he cursed Gorum, his god. Now Gorum did not like this at all. He did not like Negrum telling the other goblins that they should want more. So he in turn cursed Negrum. Now, he didn't want to take away his strength. He didn't want to make him less powerful, because then the goblins would be weak and die. But as I have said, Gorum is stupid. He decided that because all the other goblins were happy, but Negrum was not, then Negrum was not a goblin. Well, because Gorum is the god of the goblins, when he says someone is not a goblin, they aren't. Negrum was no longer a goblin, but he was not a human, he was not a beast, he was not any sort of thing. Since he was no longer a goblin, he felt no obligation to continue serving the tribe and went on his way. And the goblins that did not die of starvation or disease were killed by angry villagers. Now, this is the end of my story, but it's not the end of Negrum's. Some say he's still out there wandering, growing stronger and larger. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to challenge Gorum and become god of the goblins. And if he does, and he makes the other goblins greater and stronger and smarter, will they still be goblins too?